Let's do it, my friends. All right. Weights nearby, resistance band nearby. Let's come to sit up tall, cross your ankles, open your knees wide. Rest your hands on your knees and just take a nice little neck roll. Drop your head to the right, drop your chin to your chest, left ear to left shoulder, and then all the way back. And we'll just start by loosening up the neck muscles, just kind of letting things start to flow. Take this as slow or as fast as you like. And we'll do one more. And then reverse it other way. Drop your chin all the way to the right and back. And then all the way back again. Let's just do two more. And one more. And come all the way up. All right, let's take that twist. Left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind you. Sit up tall. Inhale. And then exhale, twist at your midline. One more breath here. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. And then carefully unwind. Other side. Right hand to left knee, left fingertips on the mat. Sit up tall. Inhale. And then exhale, twist a little deeper. One more breath. Inhale, draw the low belly in and up, and then exhale, twist a little deeper. And then carefully unwind back to center. And then into that side bend. Right palm down, left arm up. Take a big side bend all the way up and over. Let your elbow drop down. Reach through your fingertips. Just hang on here. Inhale. Exhale, lift all the way up to the other side. Left palm down, right arm all the way up and over. Maybe just hang out for a sec. Reach really long through your right middle finger. Anchor your right hip heavy. We'll do one more to each side. Inhale up, exhale up and over to the right. Big stretch through your spine. And then inhale up. Last one up and over to the left. Big stretch. And then come all the way back up. All right, we're gonna start lying down. So you'll turn to face one side and roll yourself all the way down to the mat. We're gonna get right into it pretty quickly today. So we'll take arms down by our sides, bend your knees into your chest. Let's take your legs to tabletop, heels connected, toes apart. So knees open, just about that shoulder distance. Squeeze your heels into that frog position. And then inhale, use your exhale to slide your arms forward and curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. And now from here, we're just gonna lower the knees down away. And then we're gonna exhale, lift the knees back up. Inhale, lower your knees. Exhale, pull the low belly in to float your knees back to tabletop. Let's just do three more. Keeping the low back pretty anchored into the mat. Two. Exhale, lift. Last one, tighten through the low belly. Exhale, lift your knees. Bend your knees into your chest, lower your head. Just a quick breath. Arms come back down. Inhale, exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders back up. Legs back to that same position. Heels connected, toes apart. Squeeze your heels. Now extend your legs out. And then bend your legs in. So we're gonna extend the legs out to that high diagonal. And then we'll drag the knees in from the center. Now three more. As your legs go out, the lower they go, right, the more intense for the low abs to hold. Two more. Make sure, never arching that lower back off of the mat. Last one. Legs go out and legs come all the way in. Lower your head. All right, guys, we're gonna go into a little combo of those two moves. Arms down, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, legs to tabletop, hold, heels connected, toes apart, and we'll start by lowering the knees. You'll lower the knees down. You'll exhale, lift the knees up. You'll inhale, stretch the legs out. You'll exhale, bend your knees in. We'll inhale down with the legs. We'll exhale, scoop to lift your knees. Inhale, stretch the legs out. Exhale, bend them in. Three more sets. Knees lower, knees lift, legs extend, and knees bend. Two more. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, out. Exhale in. Last one. Draw the low abs in a little deeper as those legs go down. And then even deeper as legs go out. And then bend your knees all the way in. Lower your head. All right, guys, going right for the 100. Let's do arms down by our sides, heels connected, toes apart. I'm gonna keep my knees into my chest like this. So when you curl your head up, you'll either extend your legs to that tabletop or you'll extend it all the way out to that high diagonal. So inhale here. Exhale, curl your head up, extend your legs to where you're gonna start. Hover your arms halfway up your thighs, reach your arms long, and then start to pump your arms quickly down, 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 down. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, breathe, big breath. And then exhale. Inhale, breathe. And exhale, maybe start to lower the legs a little deeper. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, cinch your waistline tighter. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, cinch your waistline tighter. Halfway there, guys. Maybe lower those legs. And exhale. Inhale, breathe. And reach your arms longer. Inhale, breathe. Maybe lower those legs again. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale, breathe. Reach those legs long. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, breathe. And exhale. Pause your arms. Bend your knees in. Lower your head. All right, guys. Feet down. Legs long. Flex your feet. Arms up for your roll up. We'll just do 4. Inhale, exhale. Lift your head off the mat. Lift your shoulders. Peel your spine all the way up and over. Hollow out your center. Reach. And then you'll roll right back down. Scoop the tail, low belly, upper back, and then shoulders into the mat. Pause right here after your first one. If you think you can challenge this, reach your arms back just on like a high diagonal behind you. And then lift your chin up first. You're gonna try to keep your arms framing your ears as you crease up deeper. Ooh, pull your low belly in and hollow out your center, reach forward. That's tough. And then curl a tail underneath you. As you roll down, again, your arms would stay framing your ears for that advancement. Ooh, again, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift your head up first. Crease at your breastbone, hollow out your center, reach all the way forward, pull the pinky toes back. And then exhale as you roll down, chin out of chest, shoulders down your back, imprint your spine into the mat, 1 bone at a time. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, lift your head, knit your ribs together. Ooh, crease up and over the waistline. It's hard to keep those arms back. Hollow out your center, reach it forward. And then exhale, push your tail into the mat, lift your chin out of your chest, slowly lower down, 1 bone at a time. All right, let's do arms down. I'm gonna scoot forward just a little on my mat. And we're gonna do roll over. So you'll bend your knees into your chest, push your palms down into the mat, open your collarbone wide, back side of the arms and shoulders, really a heavy, heavy, heavy anchor into the mat. And now let's do our legs pointed and parallel. You'll send both legs out to that high diagonal. Now just pause here for a sec. Notice how you have to close your ribs together and pull the low belly in to avoid the arching of the lower back. And now pull from your tailbone to lift your hips all the way up and overhead. And now try to lift your waistline here. Open your legs shoulder distance, flex your feet, and then roll your spine down with control. Legs are gonna come halfway down, zipper together, point, and lift the hips. Ooh, up and over. Open and flex, roll your spine down, create more length in your waistline, zipper and point, lift up. Open and flex, roll it down, legs come down halfway, pause, keep them open and flex, push down into your palms, pull your low belly in from your center, ooh, lift up and over, squeeze and point, and roll it down. Open and flex, lift. Up and over, squeeze and point, roll down with control. Last one, open flex, squeeze and point, and I'll roll down with control, 1 bone at a time. Legs go about halfway down again, and then bend your knees in. Whew. All right, guys, we're gonna go right into that single leg circle. So I'll scoot back again. Just wanna make sure I don't hit anything when I do that one. All right, legs long. Point your right toes, but flex your left heel. Turn your right leg out, and then stretch your right leg up to the ceiling. Inhale, on your exhale, circle your right leg across the bottom down, circle it around, and back to center. Let's just do 4. And you guys know you can either do full circles or half. Your goal being keeping your pelvis really, really heavy. 2 more, around and up. Reach out of that right hip. Last one, around and up. Hold it at the top. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Hover your arms, and I'll reverse the circle. Out, down, across, and up. Out, down, across, and up. Every time you lift your leg, pull your low abs deeper. 2 more. One more. Hold it at the top, lower your head, parallel your right knee, flex your right heel, reach your heel up to the ceiling. So you'll feel a nice big stretch through the backside of your leg, and then gently lower it all the way down. Reach out of your right hip, stretch it longer. Keep your right foot flexed, point your left toes, externally rotate your left knee, and then pull from the low abs to lift that left leg straight up to the ceiling. Reach your toes to the ceiling, circle across the bottom, down, around and up. Circle across, down, exhale up. 3 more. Try to keep that right hip heavy. 2. Last one. Open your collarbone wider. Now curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Hover your arms and reverse the circles. 4 more. Exhale as you lift. 3. 2. Anchor the back side of that right hip down. Last one. Hold it. Parallel your left knee. Flex your left heel. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders, and then reach your left leg all the way down with control. All right, bend your knees into your chest. We're gonna go right into that single leg stretch. We'll inhale here. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up to that Pilates curl. Now move your knees away from you so your tailbone's really heavy. Now option to just float the hands by your sides, or maybe take your hands behind your head. Those are your 2 advancements. Otherwise, your hands can just float on top of your shins. Let's stretch the right leg out, hold it, and then switch your legs. And switch, and switch. Keep going. So low abs, drag your knees in, stretch your toes out. Try to press your tailbone heavier into the mat, especially as your knees come in. So you have that opposition. Let's go 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Then both knees in. If you need to lower your head, take a quick moment. Otherwise, keep your head up. Double leg stretch. Arms come down by your sides. Here we go. We're going to send both legs out, arms back. Carve your arms around, bend your knees in. Inhale, legs out, arms back. Exhale, circle the arms around, drag your knees in, but just keep your arms by your sides. Inhale, everything out. Curl up a little higher. Circle your arms, bend your knees. 2 more. Inhale out, hold it. Curl up a little deeper. Circle your arms around, bend your knees. Last one. Inhale out. And then exhale. Around and in. Hold. If you need to lower your head, go for it. Take your hands behind your head if you think you can advance this. Otherwise, just keep those arms floating. Send your legs up to the ceiling. Point through your toes. Let's send the right leg halfway down away from us. Hold it there. Try to curl up higher towards your left leg, and I'll pull your left leg towards you twice. Little in, and then switch. Pause the left leg. Right leg pulls in, and then switch. In, switch. In, switch. So keep going like this, guys. Really focusing on not moving the leg that's away from you, right? So it's really more intricate in the low belly to stabilize the leg that's reaching away as you pull in on the leg that's pulling towards you. Now hands behind the head, make this a little bit more challenging. Maybe you take your hands by your side, maybe you grab onto your leg with a leg touch. Let's do 3. 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Bend your knees in, lower your head. Whew. All right. Lower lift is next. You know you can take your hands behind your head for that challenge, or lift your tailbone up, place your hands right underneath your tailbone for that extra support for the lower back. All right, guys. I'm going to do hands behind the head. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, curl it up to your Pilates curl. Now send your legs up to the ceiling. And now let's actually do parallel and pointed. We usually turn out here. Now anchor your tailbone down. You're going to send your right leg down about halfway, hold. Lower your left leg down halfway, hold. Lift your right leg up and hold. Lift your left leg up and hold. And now the left leg's going to lower, pause. Right leg lowers, we're in a little hollow hold. Pull your belly button in to lift your left leg, and then lift your right leg. Ooh. Right leg lowers, left leg meets it at the bottom. Right leg lifts, left leg lifts. One more step. Left leg lowers, right leg lowers, left leg lifts, right leg lifts. Hold it here, stay curled up. Now turn your toes out, and now both legs will lower down. Both legs will lift up. Both legs lower, inhale down. Pull the low belly deeper, exhale up. Inhale lower, can you curl deeper there? Exhale lift. If your hands are behind your head, maybe widen your elbows a little wider. Exhale lift. Just one more, guys. Inhale the legs lower. Exhale the legs lift. Bend your knees, lower your head. Ooh, already sweating. All right, Let's take your feet down to the mat. Let's bend the knees. So we'll find our feet and our knees about hip distance apart. And we're gonna take our hands behind our head again. So a little oblique work, a little crisscross here. Inhale. Exhale, curl it back up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Now this is like kind of like my new favorite. You're gonna twist to the right and pull your right knee in towards your left armpit, but don't pull your knee in too high. I want you to curl up to your knee. And then come back to center and lower your right foot down. Twist to the left, try to curl up towards your knee, pull that left knee in. And then lower it down, come back to center. Pull the right knee in, anchor your left hip heavy as you curl up to the right. And then come back to center. And then the left, twist. And then back to center. And then a big twist. And back to center, stay curled up through the center, to the left. Stay curled up as you come back to center, one more step to the right. And back to center, to the left. And back to center, hold it at center, and then lower down. Whew. All right, guys, we're gonna do a fun one today. Zip your knees together. Twist your hips, and twist onto your left hip side so that your knees turn to the left. And then take your hands behind your head. So knees are still bent, they're just twisted here. And then inhale, exhale, curl it up, head, neck, and shoulders. And then we're just gonna do a little crunch up, and up, and up. Now, as you keep crunching here, can you rotate that top hip a little bit more to the left? But can you take that right elbow a little bit wider to the right? Now, knit your ribs together. Try to curl off your left shoulder. Let's go 5 more. Low abs pull in 4. Squeeze your knees. 3, chin up. 2, and 1, and lower down. Whew. Other side. Right hip down, knees to the right. Stack your knees. Try to take that top knee, guys, and reach it a little bit more to your right side. Inhale. Exhale, curl it up, head, neck, and shoulders. And again, we're gonna try to twist the hips a little bit more. Let's curl it up and down. Little up, little up. Now, even though we're kind of crunching through the side waist, I still want you to pull the low belly in. Elbows wide. So twist those hips more to the right, but pull that left elbow back to the left a little. Try to get your shoulders to square off. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Woo. All right, guys, bend your knees into your chest. Rock yourself up to seated. All right, we're gonna go into open leg rocker. So the fancy way to get into that, let's find our legs mat distance apart. And now you'll reach for your ankles. This is just kind of like your fancy transition. And now you'll start to bend your knees as you glide your heels along the mat. And then you'll float your legs up to your tabletop position. So this is option 1. Now this is kind of like that rolling like a ball one. So you guys know how you are with these, right? So you can either take your hands right behind your thighs, elbows wide, and rock back from here, or keep the hands by the ankles and extend your legs straight. Now, whether your knees are bent or straight, your legs are gonna be about shoulder distance, no wider. Now, if your hands are up by your ankles, you're gonna try to keep them there. Now from here, drop your chin, pull the low abs back. You're gonna round your spine, rock back, and then exhale. Whew, I missed it. Exhale, lift your heart up at the top. So try it again. You're gonna draw the low belly back. That's what's gonna help you rock to the tips of the shoulder blades. Exhale, lift your heart. And then round your spine. Pull low belly in, lift your waistline at the top. Try 3 more. So staying around, but then kind of lifting and almost straightening the spine at the top. And then you round again. 2 more. Lift your heart. Last one. Rock it back. Lift the heart. Lift, hold. Woo. Hold it here. Now zip your legs together for a teaser. Turn your toes out and just let your arms go. So legs are either bent in your tabletop teaser or straight here. Now lift your heart a little higher and let's just lower the legs and lift them up. Really tiny. Just start small. Lower and lift. If you can lower a lot, and lift, maybe try it. Let's do 3 more wherever you are. Maybe you're just holding. 2 more. And lift. Last one, low belly in as those legs lower. And then lift, hold it. Now slowly roll your spine down. As you do that, take your legs with you. So legs point up to the ceiling when you hit the ground. All right. Now soften your knees just a little. Push your palms down into the mat, your triceps and your backside of your shoulders. So really, really having your arms help you here. Want you to find a really heavy rib cage into the mat. And now move your knees away from you, like just a little bit. So your knees are actually right over your hips instead of over your belly button. And now we're gonna do a little tick tock. So you're gonna lift your right hip up, let your knees tick to the left. Now when they do that, your heels should stay exactly how they were when they're at the center. So make sure those heels don't slide back and forth. Now pull your right hip bone back to the mat. And now pull the belly button in deeper. Let your left hip lift up as your legs go to the right. Now I'm saying let your hip lift up, but I don't want the backside of your ribs to lift up on that left side. So very, very particular. And I'll pull that left hip back into the mat. And now your right hip lifts up, your knees go to the left. So still thinking backside of your ribs, backside of your right shoulder heavy, but right hip lifted. And then pull back to center. Last one like this. Lift your left hip up, your knees go to the right. Open your collarbone wide and push the backside of that left shoulder into the mat. And then pull back to center. All right, guys, now we're gonna add a circle. Lift your right hip up. You're gonna circle your knees down away from you. Let them go a little lower than you might want. Hold the low belly in, they circle all the way to the right, and then that left hip comes heavy into the mat. And then lift your left hip up, circle your legs away, draw low abs and squeeze your heels. Knees go to the left, and then back to center. Just one more set of these, my legs are shaking. To the left, good, knees go all the way down. Open that collarbone wide, low abs pull in, knees go to the right, and back to center. Last one, guys, knees go to the right, knees lower all the way down. They go to the left, and then back to center. Whew. Bend your knees in. That was a lot on the hip flexors. Open your knees wide, bring your feet together, and let's just hang out here for a sec, right? Just kind of like letting your hips open. Sometimes I just like wedge my hands right into the hip flexors. Whew. All right, bend your knees into your chest, rock yourself up. Let's turn around, and we're gonna lie down on the stomach. Before we do our extension work, let's do a little stretch for the quads. My hips are like really tight, so I'm just assuming that you're there too. All right, guys, so let's do, look to your left, so your right face cheek is on the mat. And now grab onto your right ankle or your right toes, wherever you can reach with your right hand. Yeah, and if you can just reach your big toe, then just reach your big toe. If you can reach the top of your foot, good. And then just kind of pull your leg just gently toward your butt. And now you should immediately feel a stretch in your quad, but you can go even deeper by just kind of pulling the low belly in and almost trying to tuck your tailbone. Just be gentle when you do that, because it is kind of like intense if you just kind of like jam into that tucked position. It should feel really good. Whew. All right, and then just gently release your right foot. Look to your other way. So you're gonna look to your right, left face cheeks on the mat. Grab onto your left ankle, your left toes, the top of your foot, whatever you can reach. And then just, again, just a gentle pull of the weight of your hand on your foot. Should feel like a nice stretch through your quad here. Whew. And then again, you can take it like one step further and just try to tuck your tail just a little bit. And then gently let it release. All right, let's turn forehead to your mat. Let's take your palms down onto your mat, your elbows back, and just try to find your fingertips right in line, maybe a little bit in front of your shoulders. And now pull the low belly in, point your tailbone down, find your feet about hip distance apart. And now from here, you guys are gonna lift your chest up. Just take that back bend at your breastbone. And then lower down. All right, keep going. I'm gonna mute the computer. I'm getting some feedback. So you're gonna lift your chest up. Yep, and lower back down. That's it. Let's just do it one more time. So it can be small. Low belly pulls in. You're just gonna try to lift your chest up and pull your heart forward. You don't even really need to push into your palms that much. And then lower down. All right, now let's take the arms back behind us. You're gonna keep everything the same. Arms back behind you, palms up to the ceiling. And I'll draw the low belly in. You'll lift your chest up. This time you're gonna lift your arms up. And you can turn your pinkies up to the ceiling as you do that. And then exhale, lower down. And then again, low abs pull in. Every time you extend your spine, always supporting with that center core. So not just letting the belly button go into the mat. And then lower down. One more, lift up. And then lower down. This time, lift up again. Hold it here. Now stretch your arms out to your T position and then pull them back to your hips. Stretch your arms out to your T and then pull back to your hips. So keep going like this, guys. When your arms go out to the T, your palms go down. When your arms come back towards you, your palms rotate in. So you are getting like a little motion through your shoulder joint. I want you to reach your arms away from you like so much that you're like kind of expanding your wingspan here. Try to lift your heart up, and then let's move the arms as if we're kind of like moving them through water, right? So like really finding that energy forward and the energy to push back. Now take your arms out to your T position and hold it. Palms are down. Reach your arms long in opposite directions. Lift your heart higher and reach the crown of your head longer. Now stretch your arms forward. Your palms rotate in, thumbs up, and then arms come back out to your T. Arms come forward, palms up, or thumbs up, and then out to your T. Palms down, and then forward, and out. Forward, and out. Keep going like this. So again, reaching through your fingertips, thinking more length rather than how high you can lift your chest. Can you reset your low belly? 2 more, arms forward, arms out, arms forward, arms out. Now take your arms forward, hold it there, lower everything down. We're gonna go right back up, and we're gonna lift our legs with our arms. Draw your low belly in, lift your chest, your arms, your legs. Now reach as long as you can from toes to fingertips, straighten through your knees, lift your legs a little higher, and let's go for swimming, guys. You're gonna kick your arms and legs up and down as fast as you can. Now inhale, and exhale. Inhale, breathe, and exhale. Inhale, stretch longer, lift higher, and exhale. One more breath, move those arms, inhale, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, lift everything an inch higher, and lower all the way down. Whew. And then sit back, take that child's pose, sit your butt back, open your knees wide, and stretch your arms long. Big inhale, and a big exhale. One more time, big inhale, and then a big exhale. All right, roll your spine up to seated. Roll your shoulders back. Let's grab your weights. Water break. Right now is a good time. All right. Grab your weights. Come to kneeling. I got a new sequence for you. It's gonna be fun. All right. Arms down, palms up, and we're just gonna do a little bicep curl. It's pretty simple. And just a little curl. So starting off nice and innocent, nothing too crazy. Now lift your elbows like a little bit away from you, right? A little bit forward, so they're not completely down by your sides. And you'll start to get like a little bit more in that bicep. Let's do 3. And down. 2. And down. Last one. And down. Now hold the arms down, slight bend in your elbows, lift your arms up. And lower them down. Lift up. And lower. So lifting about shoulder height, maybe a little higher. And then as you lower, definitely not lowering all the way, right? So keeping some of that tension in the arms. Breathe. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. 2 more up. Inhale, lower. Last one up. Hold it up. Now bicep curl here. And extend. And then curl. And extend. So when you bicep curl when your elbows are up, you want to keep your elbows up in line with your shoulders. You don't want those elbows bouncing up and down. And we want to make sure we kind of only come to that 90-degree bend with the arms, right? Now imagining that your biceps are actually stretching longer as you lengthen your arms out. And try to relax your shoulders down. Let's just do 3, and out, 2, and out. Last one, guys, curl. And now extend your arms, hold it, and a little circles. Little circles, little circles. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Other way. And in. And in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those arms up. They go out. Woo. And they come in. Biceps feeling this. Out. Keep a soft bend in your elbows. And in. Ooh. Out. And in. 4 more. Exhale. Squeeze your chest in. 3 more. And in. 2. And in. 1. And in, hold it in, rotate your palms down, rotate your palms up. So kind of just your forearm rotating, maybe a little bit of your bicep. Palms up, palms down, palms up, palms down. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Palms down. Now lower your arms down, just a quick break. We're gonna lift the right arm back up, but you're gonna keep your palm facing in. Yeah, just keep this left arm heavy, and then just pulse it up, up, up. Good. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn your palm down. Keep going. Don't drop that arm. I saw that. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't drop it. Turn it back up. 8 more. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then lower it. Woo! Keep the right arm heavy. Lift the left arm up. Keep your palm in, and just a little pulse. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn your palm down. Keep pulsing up. 7, 5. Good. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Turn your palm in. 8 more. Here's 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. All right, I'm gonna turn sideways. We're gonna do some triceps here. Sit your tush back, tip your torso forward, lift the elbows pretty high above your ribs, keep your palms facing in, and just press your arms up, and then bend it in. Press it up, and bend it in. So wrapping your elbows pretty close to your sides. This one always like blows my mind because it's like kind of the simplest movement. And like the first 2 or 3, I'm like, this is stupid. But then after a few of them, you're like, oh, like really think of the back of the arms, guys, to press your arms up. And even as you bend your elbows, I want you to think of the backside of your arms like almost stretching over your elbow bone. I know that sounds weird. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, press it up, hold it up. Now a little pulse up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't drop. 8 more. 7, 6, 5. Pull your low belly in, lift your arms higher. 3, 2, 1. Arms down. Ooh. Last one. I'm gonna face forward again. Palms face back. You're gonna take your hands just a little bit away from your sides. And then we're just gonna semicircle the arms out, but then we'll push them up and back. So they come closer together behind you. And then they come back out as they come forward, right at your hips. And then they go out, we squeeze them up and back. And then they go out, and we squeeze them down and forward. Up and back, higher you go, the more that tricep you're gonna start to kick into again. And then up and back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Ooh, when you press back, right? So not just getting triceps, but also backside of the body. Let's do 3 more slow. And resist it forward. 2 more, up and back. Kind of loving these arms lately. Last one, guys, up and back. Hold it back. Now go out and in. Out and in. Now, as you go out and in, try to press up higher each time, right? So not really letting those weights drop your arms. Don't let gravity take over. Let's do 3. Little higher behind you. 2, 1, and in. Arms down. Ugh. All right, ditch the weights. I'm gonna wipe my sweaty face down. All right, grab your resistance band and step into your band. So we got 2 different kind of sections for legs today. You're gonna take the band right up to the middle of your thighs as normal. And I'm gonna come to lie down. Let's do right leg first. So lie down on your left side. My band is already, hold on. It's already rolling, and that bugs me. All right. Okay, that's the best I can do right now. Lie down on your left side. Let's bend the knees, but we're not gonna bend them into tabletop in front of us. We're gonna move the knees back a little bit, right? So kind of more of like kind of more of like a triangle position. So bend your knees into a long bend. Find the heels of your feet kind of back in line with the back edge of your mat. Same thing with your bum. So your heels and your bum are in line, and then your knees are kind of pointing out in this little triangle in front of you. Now keep your heels connected. Top hand can come down to the mat, or as normal to the base of your neck for a little bit more of that challenge. Before we do anything, take this top hip, reach it away from you, right? So you're gonna lift bottom waistline off the mat, keep your heels connected, and you'll just open the top knee. And resist it closed about halfway. And then you'll open it, wrap your top knee back, and resist it closed about halfway. That's it, open, and close halfway. Open, and close halfway. So again, this is kind of one of those ones where you're like, right away, you're like, okay, this is not too bad, right? But it's the repetition against the resistance that's key, right? So try to pull your heels maybe a little tiny closer to your bum. Keep squeezing your heels as you press that top knee back. And as your top knee goes back, I want you to find that resistance of your top hip pressing forward. So kind of like two different directions happening. Let's do 3 more. 2. Last one, squeeze it back as far as you can, hold that squeeze. Maybe squeeze it back 1 more inch. Now lift your ankles up. So both heels floating. And then again, you're gonna close the top knee just a little, and then open it wide. Squeeze your heels, close the top knee, open it wide. Yeah. So just a little added challenge, little bit of height against that pull of gravity. Yeah, so when you open your knee, open as wide as you can, but then as you resist like just a little bit, right? So think more of that open, less of that close. Let's do 3. And 2. Last one, hold it here, drop your bottom heel, lift this top leg a little higher, and then just rotate your top knee inward, and then rotate it outward. Rotate it in, rotate it out. So really just paying attention to your thigh bone. You can even almost imagine holding on to like a ball between your calf muscle and your hamstring, the back of your leg. Like imagine holding on to something there and kind of turning that on. And then you've got this rotation happening. Let's do 2 more. 2. Keep the tension in the band. 1 more, knee down. And then knee up. Now take the band onto the arch of your right foot. Don't drop your leg. We're gonna press it all the way out. And then bend it in. One of my favorites. All the way out. Push, push, push. Flex through your heel. Keep pressing into the arch of your foot as you bend it in. Nice and slow. And then again, you're gonna push it out, lengthen through your top hip, top waistline, reach through that top heel. Now, as your right knee comes in, you gotta keep reaching your booty bone in that opposite direction. And then push out. Low abs in, and then bend it in. Lift your leg a little higher. Let's make sure this top knee is in line with the ankle as we bend it in. So what I don't wanna see is like your knee going down. And lift it up. 1 more, push it out, hold it out. Now take it halfway forward, just a little bit. Turn your toes down and your heel up, and we'll just do those little pulses. Above your hip, above your hip. So higher than you want. Pull your low belly in. Let's do 8. Let's do 6. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Now you're just gonna turn onto elbows and knees. I'm not gonna come with my elbows yet. Take the band on your left leg and take it right under your kneecap on that left leg. It's still on the arch of my right foot. Elbows down to the mat. Find your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Shift your heart forward, right? So constantly pulling the energy forward, but the band is under my left kneecap. Now I'm gonna pull my low belly in, stretch your leg up in that bent position, your right leg, and then resist it down. And then you're gonna press it up. And resist it down. It doesn't need to come down too much, just a little squeeze up and a little resist down. Knit your ribs together. So when your leg goes up, you want to avoid overarching your lower back. And what's going to help you do that? Your center core. So when you press up, you pull the low belly in. And now as you work through these guys, just 3 more, can you pull your heel a little closer to your butt? Again, almost like you're holding onto a ball between your calf muscle and your hamstring. Now stretch it up and hold it as high as you can in that right thigh. And now stretch your right leg all the way back. And then hamstring curl your heel to your butt. Big squeeze. And then stretch it back, but try to press your leg higher as you extend it back. And then pull your heel to your bum. Big squeeze. Just 3 more this slow. Shift your weight a little bit more into that right elbow. 2 more. Can you lift that right leg higher? So that's really the trick to this, is keeping the leg high as you curl. 1 more out. Hold it. Now lift it a little higher. Little pulse up. Little up. Little up. Let's do 6. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Now squeeze it in across your bottom leg and then take it back out. Again, keep the leg high. That's kind of the trick here. Squeeze it in and then resist it back to center. Squeeze it across, keep it high. Resist it back to center. Ooh, try not to let that right hip open up. We still want right hip squaring to the ground. We got 3, back to center. Keep reaching through that right heel. 2, legs should be super active. Last one, hold it across. Now little pulse in, little in. Let's do 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! And take it down. Inner thighs. All right, I'm gonna stand up just to roll my band all the way back above the knees, halfway through the thighs. Get it as perfect as you want it. And then lie down on your right side. Right hip on the mat, right elbow on the mat. Bend your knees into kind of like that triangle position. So you're not completely up in front of you with your knees, a little bit away from you. And then bend your knees a lot so that your heels are in line with your bum. Left hand onto the mat or to the base of your neck for that challenge. Lengthen your top hip away from your top rib. Keep your heels connected, open top knee, and close the top knee. Open it out, squeeze, and resist it down. Keep going like this. So even though leg is our primary focus, still definitely pulling those abdominals in, still thinking of reaching this top hip away. And when you press against the band, your upper outer thigh bone reaching back, I want you to take this top hip and try to rotate it forward each and every time, right? You'll get more of your glutes doing the rotation than just kind of like letting your hips go with it, right? So just get more out of it. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Open it up. Now lift your heels and float them. Yep, and then open a little wider, and then resist it close, and open it up. And resist it close just about halfway and press it up. Keep going like this. I hope you guys know that I never have an amount in my head that we're gonna do. I just go until I feel the burn. So I just say let's do 3 more because that's usually at the moment where I'm like, all right, I could do like 3 more. I'm feeling the burn pretty good. Try to press that top hip forward as top knee goes back, right? Remember that kind of changes the activation of where you're squeezing from. Keep those heels lifted. 3 more here. 3, 2, last one. Press it up, hold it up. Just lower the bottom ankle, lift your leg a little higher, and then your thigh bone's gonna rotate in. Thigh bone's gonna rotate out. Thigh bone wraps inward, but my hip stays where it is. And then thigh bone wraps outward, but again, my hip stays where it is. So if you need to actually put your hand there, I notice that it really does help me. Wrap it back. Wrap it in, keep the tension in the band, wrap it back. Low belly pulls in, wrap it inward. 2 more, open the knee. Close the knee. 1 more, open the knee. And close the knee. Now keep your leg up, don't take that break, just take the band onto the arch of your foot. And then from here, you're gonna press it all the way out, reach through your heel. Roll that top hip forward, but pull the low belly in and then bend your left knee. Remember, knee stays in line with ankle. We don't want it to drop. And then push it out. Nice and slow. Ooh, reach through the heel. And then bend your left knee in. Remember, open the knee to the ceiling a little bit, almost like externally rotating it as it comes in. And then press it out. My bottom knee is still kind of in that like little triangle shape. This top knee is actually coming into that 90-degree bend. And then push it out. Reach through the heel, reach through the hip, draw the low belly in to pull your left knee in. Press it out, push, 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 push. 2 more, resist it in, right? So keep pushing into the arch of your foot as your knee comes in, and then push it out. 1 more, bend it in. And then you're gonna push it out. Push it all the way out, guys. Stretch really long through this hip. Activate this leg. Now sweep it just a little bit forward. Lift it a little higher. Turn your toes and your knee down. And now kick your heel up. Little up. Little up. So if your leg is straight, this should target right in the backside of your bum. You got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. All right, just stay as you are. Just come right onto the knees. So then you should be able to just keep the band on the arch of your left foot, and then take the band right underneath the kneecap of your right. And then elbows come down, elbows right under your shoulder line, wrap one fist around the other, push down through your forearms, and then lift your left leg up. We're gonna take that bent knee position, draw the low belly in so you're not arching and collapsing in lower back, and then just gently lower, and push it up, lower, and push it up. So not really lowering all the way, but lifting as high as I can. And I'll flex through your heel a ton, like you're trying to connect your heel to the ceiling. And then try to pull your heel maybe a smidge closer to your butt. Remember, like almost like holding onto a ball between your calf muscle and the back of your left leg. 3, 2. Last one, press it up, hold it up, keep it high. Extend your leg back slowly, but keep your leg high. And then pull your heel towards your butt, but keep your knee high. Pull your belly button to your spine, extend your leg, and then bend. And then extend, low abs pull deeper, keep it high, and then bend. 2 more, guys. Can you pull your abs deeper, but can you lift your leg higher? And can you wrap your left hip down to square up to the mat more? And then bend. Last one, press it back, hold it back, extend that leg long, press your kneecap all the way up into your quad muscle, and then pulls up, little up, scoop your belly button in. You got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take it across your bottom leg, back to center. Across the bottom, ooh, back to center. Just like 2 of these, I'm feeling it. So I want you to really think uppermost part of your inner thigh, really squeezing in towards the right inner thigh. Lift your leg higher, flex your heel more. Let's do 2 more. We're gonna squeeze it in, low belly in. 1 more. Squeeze it in, hold it in. Now pulse it in. Pulse it in. Lift it higher. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, take that band off, ditch it to the side, turn around, lie down, 4 figure stretch. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, and just hang out here. This could be it. You know, you can always pull that shape towards you, grab behind your left thigh, and pull towards you. Press your right elbow out into that right knee, maybe rock side to side. Maybe cross knee over knee, grab onto your ankles. And again, just a kind of a pull, almost down to the ground, and then a pull outward. And then maybe rock side to side. All right, switch sides. Left ankle over right knee. Hang out here in your figure 4. Maybe pull towards you, grab behind your right thigh. If you're gonna hold here, push your left elbow out into your left knee. So you do get like the energy of that knee pushing out. Maybe take it 1 step further, knee over knee, and then grab the ankles. All right, and cross the ankles. Rock yourself up. Let's do some side planks. So I'm gonna grab a weight, lightweight. Right elbow down, hold the weight in your left hand. Find your elbow right underneath your right shoulder. Stack your knees, move your heels again a little bit away from you. So you have like a long bend in your knees. It's kind of like the classical way to get into your side plank. If you want to do your knees on your side plank, you're just going to move your knees back in line with your hips. Now press down into your right elbow. Press into your feet, lift your hips up. And then once you feel steady, stretch that top arm up. Now take that top hip and press it forward a little bit. Draw your low belly in. Try to squeeze your legs here. Ooh. All right, we're gonna reach the top arm overhead. We're gonna lift it up. We're gonna drop the hips, and we're gonna lift them up. So we go overhead, we go up, we drop the hips, we squeeze the hips. Over, up, down, up, over, up, down, up. 3 more, down, up. 2 more, down, up. Last one, down and up. Now ditch the arm, just go up. Just the pulse. Little 8, little 6, little 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees and come back down. Other side. Left elbow down, holding the weight in your right. Left elbow under left shoulder. Generous length in your legs. Soft bend in your knees. Stack your knees, stack your heels. When you're ready, push into your feet. Lift your hips up. Once you feel good, stretch that top arm up. Now take that top hip and roll it forward. It tends to want to roll back. Bite your bottom hip a little higher. Reach your top arm over your top ear. Lift it up. Hips go down, up, over, up, down, squeeze it up. We go over, we go up. Sit down, lift up. We got 4, little down, little up, 3, hips lower, hips squeeze. 2, try to squeeze those hips higher. Every time you lift them up higher. Last one, arm up, down, up. Now just the pulse up, little up. We got 8. We got 6, little squeeze. We got 4, 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Woo. All right, ditch the weight. Come on up to standing. You're gonna stand at one edge of your mat. Let's do feet parallel, hip distance apart. Stand up tall, try to find your knees right over the heels of your feet, your hips over your knees. Draw your tailbone down, lift your arms up. Inhale, and then exhale, drop your chin. You're gonna peel your spine all the way down, draw your low belly in. Think of this as a standing roll up, right? So hollow out your center as you round down. Walk it out to that plank. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull your heart all the way forward. So a lot of times in plank, myself included, I tend to hang out back here. Pull your shoulders forward, guys, so your heart is pulling right between your 2 hands. Now, you'll immediately feel way more work in your lower abs when you do that. Just hold nice, strong, straight legs. Try to puff up the space between your shoulder blades a little broader to the ceiling. Now knit your ribs together, pull your low belly deeper, straighten your legs stronger, lift your heels higher. Just hold 10 more. Chin out of chest. Keep pulling that heart forward. You got 5. You got 3, 2. Pike your hips up. Stretch your heels down. Use your next inhale to lift your heels up. Use your exhale to roll back out to that plank. Roll through the bones in your back and just hold here. Now, keeping your legs really strong and steady, we're gonna take a shoulder tap. You'll tap one hand to the opposite shoulder and switch. Tap, 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 tap. Now you can do this on the knees, but I wanna see really steady hips on the feet or the knees. Super steady. And now lower your butt down because I just caught myself lifting my butt up too high. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Pike your hips up. Stretch your heels down. Use your inhale to lift your heels up. Use your exhale to roll it back down to that plank. We got 6 push-ups, guys. We're gonna bend the elbows. Push it up. Chin out of chest. 5. Push. 4. Low abs help you lift. 3. Squeeze your chest. 2. Last one. Push, hold it. 10. Hold 8. Hips down. 6. Heart forward. 4, 3, 2. Pike your hips up. Stretch your heels down. And then pedal your knees. Right leg and left and right and left. A few more like this. just kind of working the bones in the feet. Pull your heel up from your low belly. And when you've had enough, you're gonna walk your feet in towards your hands. And now you gotta round your mid back up to the ceiling for this to happen. If you have tight legs, soften your knees a little bit as they come in. And then just let yourself hang here once your feet are under your hips. Arms heavy, head heavy. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Anchor down through your heels, your big toes. Maybe feel your body kind of sway forward and back and forward and back. Now inhale again. Use your exhale to hollow out your center. Peel your spine back up. Stack your bones, one on top of the other, right above the tailbone. Draw the low belly in, roll your shoulders back, lift your chin up, and you're done. Woo! Good job, guys.